We're talking about Hoka Super Shoe. We're talking about Hoka Tecton X 3. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Cody with the Shoe In With Cody, and today we got ourselves a good one. We are talking about the newest super shoe for the trails. We're talking about the Hoka Tecton X 3. This is in my opinion, a full revamp of the Tecton X 2 and similar to the Tecton X 2.5. In this video, I'm going to talk about the things I liked, things I didn't like, and should you buy this shoe? Yeah, this shoe right here. Now, before I dive into all that goodness, I do need to point out one thing. This shoe was provided to me by Hoka, but they have no idea what I'm going to say in this review, and they have no control in any of my content that I make about all of their shoes. And I do have a favor to ask before I dive in. Hit the like button. Smash the subscribe button. You know you want to. Costs you absolutely nothing, but it definitely helps the channel. Now let's sit back, relax, and let's talk about the Hoka Tecton X 3. Because I'm a positive guy, I'm going to start with the positives, and there's definitely a lot to like about this shoe, but the number one thing I love about this shoe is I feel fast in it. I feel really fast in it, and as a super shoe for the trails, something you're probably going to reach for race day, you want it to be fast, and I felt really fast on this. On those road trails, those kind of slightly buffed out trails, I was able to drop the hammer down. I was in marathon training when I was using this shoe, so I was feeling fast, and getting it into the sixes felt effortless, and it felt comfortable. So that's really important to me. Being on a trail shoe, it's very different than a road super shoe to me. Not only do I want it to be fast, yeah, I want to throw down some times, but I also want it to be comfortable. And I will say, this foam right here, this new updated foam by Hoka hits the mark from that. I feel fast and I feel comfortable. When I'm on a trail run, especially a trail race, there's going to be times when I'm walking. There are going to be times where I'm hiking up the mountain. There are going to be times when the trail is so gnarly, I need to kind of take my time, and I want foam that's comfortable. And right here, it just checks the box off for me. It really, really does. I do want to point out that this is a booty, I don't know, sock-like upper, and I liked it. I felt really, I'm a 9.5 in Hoka, and this fit me perfectly. This felt really nice, easy to get on. I was really concerned about how easy or hard this was going to be to get on. No issues at all. I really liked the upper. I felt like a really good lockdown in for those road to trails, those buffed out, the slightly technical terrain. I thought this upper just knocked it out of the park. And again, Vibram outsole, going to be a broken record. Give me Vibram outsole on any shoe, and I just feel comfortable and confident. And this one, that feels really good. I was able to do road the trails and felt good. In Pennsylvania, there's going to be trail runs where I'm just going to be hitting some roads in between different sections of the trail, and this does a really nice job. And again, I thought this did a really good job on some of those slightly technical terrains and felt great on like gravel, rail trails. It just really kind of hit the mark all over. Again, there's a lot to like about the Tecton X3. I think it definitely delivers what it's supposed to be. This shoe was designed with Western States in mind, and honestly, I think it knocked it out of the park. If you're running a race that's like Western States, more buffed out trails where you could just drop the hammer, you want to be picking up the pace, yeah, I think it definitely delivers what it's set out to do. With the good, there has to be some bad. And the first one I'm going to just call out because it's a very expensive shoe. $275. $275. I did not misspeak. This is definitely one of the more expensive trail shoes out there. It's going to break the bank. I do want to point that out. I wish it was cheaper. I really do. I think just shoes in general are getting too high, but I will get off of my soapbox because I've been saying this in almost all of my reviews. The big thing about this shoe I want to point out, and I just mentioned, it was made for Western States in mind. This does not really handle technical terrain well. I said I really like this upper for that road to trails and buffed out trails or slightly technical. I do not like this on technical terrain. I don't feel like I get I need a more secure lockdown. There's no way to do a runner's knot, so if you need a runner's knot to get it a little bit more secure, I think when I tried it on some technical terrain, my ankle didn't, look at that. my ankle just didn't really feel secure. I'm a person that doesn't have great ankles as it is, and I just didn't feel great on it. So again, I think if you want to use this for a race for some gnarly terrain, I think it just misses the mark with it, to be quite honest with you. If again, the upper is nice and it feels fantastic, but again, this was built for Western states in mind, maybe UTMB, because I think people say UTMB is not as technical as well. I've never run it, but just from what I'm hearing from the experts, again, you know, the upper is really nice, but just I would be cautious if you're buying this shoe for technical terrain. The other thing is the upper, the sock. I don't mind the sock, but if you don't wear a tall socks, I found this seam right here. I don't know if you can see that in the camera. It caused the blister. It caused the blister. When I wore high socks, no issues, but when I tried wearing shorter socks, because I just was curious how my ankle would, you know, like how this would handle for testing purposes, I got a blister right away, both sides. So again, higher socks. I didn't have to wear super thick socks, just higher socks. No issues at all. The other gripe I have about this shoe, and I think it's just Hoka in general, none of their pros are really running in this. They're all running in the Hoka Tecton 2.5. For somebody to drop the money on this, to the expectations of what the pros are doing, I expect the pros to run it. I know that's a pet peeve of mine. I wish the pros were running in what we were running in, and not all these prototypes and everything that. But I do find it a little disappointing. They dropped this right around, Western states, UTMB, and all their pros were wearing the Tecton X 2.5. I didn't get the 2.5, but I am curious why they're doing that. Is there something that we're not getting in this shoe that they're getting in the 2.5? And maybe, who knows, maybe the 4 will be getting that one. But again, that's really it for me. It's a lot of money. $275 is just going to hurt the wallet, and this shoe is just not made for technical terrain. So you heard the good, you heard the bad. Now you want to know, should you buy the shoe? Easiest part is, if you got the cheddar and you are looking to throw down some fast races on some slightly technical terrain to buffed out, yeah, I really like this shoe. Honestly, if I was running a ultra and I wasn't on technical terrain, yeah, this would probably be the shoe I'm grabbing, because I feel fast and it just feels nimble and it just feels comfortable. The things I'm looking for in a trail shoe, it just hits the mark. But I gotta pause. If you are looking to go slower on the trails, you're going for the journey, not the pace, and you're going on technical terrain, $275 is too much for this shoe. You might want to pass on this shoe. So again, I think if you have big goals and you got the cheddar and you plan on going more buffed out trails, yeah, this shoe is going to knock it out of the park. For everybody else, you might just want to pass on the shoe. So you've heard the good, you've heard the bad, and you've heard my verdict about this shoe. Now I want to hear from you. Have you tried this shoe? Do you like the shoe? Do you love the shoe? Do you hate the shoe? Let me know. Drop a comment down below. And if you have any questions about the shoe that I didn't answer yet, again, drop it down in the comment below. Thanks for checking out this review. Definitely hit the like button, smash the subscribe button, and until next time, I'll see you all out on the run. Thanks for checking out this latest review. Don't forget, hit the like button, smash the subscribe button, and check out some of the other rad content that I've dropped out on the channel.